Space, a frontier. These are the voyages of our video streaming. This video was originally streamed live to twitch.tv/smAsho. It's our Cosmology segment. Today's will be pretty short and sweet, so let's get into it. First of all, Fermi spotted some 6 billion year old photons traveling from a distant galaxy. One of the shortest duration gamma ray bursts ever, if not the shortest, GRB 200826A, has been traced. If you want to read about it, it's on the scitechdaily.com. Scitechdaily.com has the article. I'm not going to talk too much about the cosmology of this, although gamma ray bursts are relevant. And the article even goes so far as to say that we only see these sort of bursts when the jet is directed exactly toward the Earth. So we're just letting the article scroll here. Again, you can find it yourself at scitechdaily.com about GRB 200826A. And here I'll just play a little animation here for you. Of course, it's believed to be a result of a neutron star black hole merger or something like this, at which point it does work on itself and emits these jets, and I won't really go any farther into that. But this is relevant. This is good science. This is not nonsense. And it took a while to figure out where this gamma ray burst came from, but it was figured out. Like finding a needle in the haystack. So here is the astronomy picture of the day, and let me just check the life of the stream here to make sure that we are good. And the stream looks just fine. And this is the Veil Nebula, located in the constellation of Orion. And it's only about 2,400 light years away, I think it is. About 2,400 light years. It's also known as NGC 6979, the new general catalog. And what you're looking at there is the blue is hydrogen and the pink is oxygen. So you're looking at two different chemical components there of this molecular cloud. A lot of filamentary type material there in the astronomy picture of the day. And I'll scroll down so you can see the caption. Feel free to pause the video. We've got to move on. We're not going to pick a random number at all today. We're going to talk about voids. Yes. Voids. Are you familiar with the Boötes void, an underdense region of the universe that has a shockingly lacking number of galaxies? So here's a diagram of the various different voids. And the Boötes void is quite a large one, to say the least. There should be thousands of galaxies in there, and there are only like 6 or something like that. So here is the Boötes void here on Pan-STARRS. And it might look like a normal section of space there, optically speaking, because if you zoom way out, you're going to be looking at largely galaxies. However, if you look at this in infrared light, such as on the 2MASS, and then you start to zoom in, you'll notice that there's almost no infrared light coming from those areas. Why? Because there are almost no galaxies there. Those are all stars that are within the Milky Way galaxy, as there's almost nothing in that portion of space. So we can also look at this in ultraviolet light. It's not going to give us as good of an insight into how empty of a portion of space that really is. And it's just as relevant to be looking at empty spaces where there's nothing more random than empty spaces in space, folks. Of course, the distribution of galaxies across the universe is not homogeneous. There are filamentary structures all around. And of course, you can see those filamentary structures in here on this diagram of the voids. I just wanted to bring that up as it's something very interesting. What do you think about voids? Leave us a comment and let us know what your theories are about how there could be so little in those areas. Is it because of extraterrestrial life sucking all the energy out of the area, perhaps? Or is it something else? Is it some sort of a natural process that's sweeping the area clean of galaxies? How could that be? That's today's Cosmology segment, where we look at what is and certainly what isn't. Don't forget to check the other videos on our Cosmology segments playlist. There are well over 200 of them now. youtube.com/smashamash/playlists. Thanks for tuning in. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, signing off from Smash News Network. Least busted. Name it news.